Now it can be told, Donald Trump was responsible for the great Viagra shortage of 2006. The guy apparently slept around like he was the Rip Van Winkle of sex. But the sex, lies and DVDs are about to explode Sunday night on 60 Minutes, when horny, porny Stormy Daniels, whose silence was bought by Trump's lawyer, reveals all to Anderson Cooper. Not that you'd think she has anything left to reveal after a life in porn, but apparently she has lots more to uncover. Cooper, who usually can be found slogging through disasters and wars, slogged through the mud this week with not one but two of Trump's naked mistresses, Stormy and former Playboy playmate Karen McDougal. He's turning into Andy Cohen on Cialis with all these dirty girls who make the fake Real Housewives look like a bunch of Carmelite nuns. McDougal didn't show Anderson proof of her affair, but Daniels claims to have proof of hers. Or so her lawyer claims. Whether we'll get to see that proof or not on that mysterious DVD, we don't know. What we do know is that her lawyer, Michael Avenatti, who loves being on camera even more than his client, tweeted out a photo of a DVD that allegedly proves the relationship, stating that it was a warning shot to Trump and his battery of lawyers. Trump may not have met his match legally with Avenatti, but he has definitely more than met his match in the hungry, publicity hound category. Meantime, Stormy's story will play out Sunday even after McDougal told anyone who would listen that she's filed suit against American media, which bought her story and her silence about her affair with Trump in 2006. National Enquirer. That company happens to be owned by Trump's good buddy, the appropriately named David Becker. So remind me, which is the real fake news outlet again? But what's even weirder than Trump having had sex with more women than Charlie Sheen and Mick Jagger put together, is the notion that McDougal has the nerve to be perplexed that the married Trump managed to two-time her with Stormy. Two-time her? Isn't it more like three-time her, what with his forgotten wife still in the picture if not in his bed? Don't think about it. No wonder the Donald could stare directly at the sun during the last eclipse. He's probably gone Viagra blind. Now the scandal Met won't quit is about to get so much juicier. Will the porn star bring down the president? Apparently nothing ever brought Trump down before and probably never will. Take that however you like. Since the chances of surviving a stint in the White House without nerve damage are about as good as surviving a Russian poisoning attack, hopefully 1970s poster man/new national security advisor John Bolton is already contacting headhunters. He's doomed before he begins, though, because Michael Wolff reported months ago that Trump can't bear to look at Bolton's Captain Kangaroo mustache. But then, who can? Let us pray that Bolton's stash gets him kicked to the curb before he can convince Trump to fulfill his fondest dream of bombing North Korea and Iran. If Bolton doesn't make it past a month, though, here are a bunch of positions that are made for him and that 70s soup strainer above his lip. 1. Isaac from the Love Boat. 2. Weather guy in the Village People. 3. Geraldo Rivera stand-in. 4. Tom Selleck mustache waxer. 5. Studio 54 go-go dancer. 6. Yosemite Sam impersonator. 7. Chicken hawk/warmonger. 8. Unindicted war criminal. 9. Leisure suit model. 10. Burt Reynolds I killed a chihuahua. I didn't mean to cook a chihuahua, but I have to be more careful about what I write. In my latest novel, Book of Judas, there's a scene in a newsroom where reporters discuss a story about a woman who cooked her chihuahua in the oven. Oops! On Friday, we ran this headline about an Oregon woman, pet owner cooked chihuahua. I should have written a book about Trump losing the election instead. Come one, come all to the old white guy's White House smackdown. Last week former Vice President Joe Biden talked some Trump trash, or maybe kicked off his presidential campaign, by saying, if we were in high school, I'd take Trump behind the gym and beat the hell out of him. The enraged president tweeted back, crazy Joe Biden is trying to act like a tough guy. Actually, he is weak, both mentally and physically. He doesn't know me, but he would go down fast and hard, crying all the way. This is like Hamilton and Burr, but with depends. The biggest difference now though is that instead of an historic duel with matching pistols, it's just an embarrassing pissing match of fools.